Hello everybody, Dylan here today, and we are reading a Crappypasta. Today's Crappypasta is known as the Creepypasta Creepy Sonic is From. Now, that title was stupid, so I'm renaming it to The Alternate Ending to Sonic 2 on the Master System. Now, in case you don't know what the Master System is, it's the 8-bit system that came before the Genesis. It had its own Sonic 1 and 2, and continued throughout the 90s. So, since you know what the Master System is now, let's dive straight into this creepypasta. I am a classic Sonic the Hedgehog gamer. I've owned many Sega consoles in those olden times. Yes, those times so long ago, like what, 5 years ago? But since Sonic went to 3D, his games have turned into crap. Oh great, we're dealing with one of those guys, including those ridiculous adventure games. Oh, now you have half of the Sonic fanbase hating you in one sentence. I hate almost all modern Sonic games. You haven't made that obvious enough by now, but you're the ridiculous man-child who wrote this creepypasta. I stopped playing Sonic games for a while until I found my old Master System. Where was it? I don't know. And it was working perfectly when I tested my Shinobi cartridge, but when I put it in, it didn't work. So that means that it wasn't working perfectly. That whole sentence is wrong. So I went in search of any store that would sell this game. Well, GameStop would be a good one, or you could go on Amazon, but I'm not the person to tell you this. After hours of searching, I found the cartridge in a store that had used games in it for sale, very cheap prices too. Guess what? I bought Sonic 2 cartridge for the Master System and ran to my house to play it in my Master System. Great, you didn't even get the game you wanted. You wanted Shinobi. Why'd you get Sonic 2? And you said you didn't like Sonic recently. Everything was perfectly normal. I was playing the game and having lots of fun in my nostalgia trip. In the game's story, Tails is kidnapped and it's up to Sonic to rescue him from Dr. Robotnik. If you get the Chaos Emeralds, you'll save Tails and get the good ending, but if you reach the end of the game without them, you'll have to fight a mecha copy of Sonic and Tails will be presumed dead. I don't think that's part of the story, but whatever, you're the author. Since in the credits it shows Sonic running through some planes until he stops at the end and looks up into the sky. Figures of Tails is seen in the sky. The bad ending of Sonic 2, this is where the game started getting weird. That whole sentence was wrong. I finished the game without the Chaos Emeralds because I was too lazy. Well, at least you admit it, so I don't have to call you out on it. To search for them in the stages. Everything was looking okay until the credits. Sonic was crying while he runs because the detailed graphics of 8-bit consoles can show this. Anyway, back to the story. Sonic is crying while he runs. He looks really sad and tears are coming from his eyes. Continue to tell us how he's crying, author. After Tails' image in the sky, the game returned to the title screen. I was waiting for the title screen to show up, but when it did, I completely freaked out. Sonic and Tails were in the title screen. Keep saying title screen, I'll choke you. But Tails was gray and he had no eyes. It was like he was a zombie. The title screen showing the undead Tails. Yeah, because it's nothing like the creepypasta version of Tails. You know, the one from Sonic.exe who has no eyes and gray fur. I'm sure you're not ripping off that. Original character. Do not steal. I started up the game once again. To my surprise, the picture showing Sonic and Tails that appeared before the level. Tails wasn't there. It wasn't surprising to me though. Only Sonic was in the minecart for in the pick of the first level, and when the level started, Sonic once again was crying as he was in the credits because the detailed graphics of the Master System shows him crying. I believe you. But I could control him normally. When I got to one of the places where the Chaos Emeralds was supposed to be, there was nothing there. I had no choice but to finish the level already. In the third act of the first level, there was an insect-like boss with pincers on its head. I couldn't control Sonic this time. He jumped into the boss and was cut with the pincers, and then the game froze to a black screen. I had to reset. Wonderful. So Sonic just likes to commit suicide because he couldn't get a Chaos Emerald. When the title screen showed up, Tails was still in it looking like a zombie. But Sonic was different. He had no facial expressions, so he looked like Slender Man. His eyes were all white. He had no mouth, and at this point, I knew it was a hacked game. Yes, because there's a whole community out there of people who hack Master System games, make them creepy, but not actually, and then sell them to losers like you. I totally believe you, author. But I started playing the game again, even though I knew that it was hacked. So I started playing the game again, nonetheless, because I never learned my lesson. After pressing the start button in the title screen, the screen turned to black because that's just the best color ever. You can make it rainbows, you can make tie colors, anything you want to, but black, that's the best thing for a screen to turn to in a creepypasta. And the pic that shows up right before the first level, there was nobody. Not Sonic nor Tails, and he forgot to put the E in nor, so that makes it lovely. The RIP screen. I thought about turning the game off. The screen had turned to black once again with text saying RIP popped up. I've had enough of this game. I've had enough of this world. I turned the Master System off and got rid of this goddamn cartridge. I never want to play this game again. Well, here's the thing, author. Nothing really happened. Yeah, Tails appeared as a zombie, but you played the whole game normally, and this is a ripoff of the one I read before, Tails Abuse, but because no creepy stuff happens. The only thing that happens is that a title screen changes. And if this is a hacked game, like you said it is, then why even care? Why damn the cartridge to God? Because it was hacked. The whole thing is, nothing really creepy happened, and it was just really, really boring and stupid. But hey, that makes it a good, bad creepypasta to me, and it's worthy of being called a crappypasta. And it's a good start to my comeback with the crappypastas. So if you guys liked this video, which you probably didn't because it's really short because there wasn't much to this story, you can hit like down below, and if you want other people to see this video and for the page to continue growing, share it. Sharing it really helps. And if you really want to see some more stuff, you can hit subscribe. There's going to be a little playlist down there. You can click on that and it'll send you to a bunch of my old videos. This has been Dylan from DHT, Games, Comics, Theories, and more. Bye.